I wanted to make this video super quick. I'm sorry if you can hear my car heating up. I'm just getting ready to go pick up my son from school, but sometimes these thoughts come into my head and I feel like the best thing for me to do is put them somewhere. Basically, this morning when I was getting ready to take my son to school, he begged me for the entire car ride if I could make his favorite pasta tonight. Of course I said yes. I've loved to cook ever since I was a little girl. Of all the dishes that I make, this is his all-time favorite. And it's funny because the pasta recipe that I created is one that was like, it's like an evolved or like tweaked version of my dad's pasta recipe from when I was younger that I loved. But we have very different tastes. Like, my dad does not like spice whatsoever. He's a Jamaican man, but you can't even put pepper in his food because it's just, he doesn't like it. So my pasta recipe is totally customized to my taste. I add different things when it comes to like the vegetables, when it comes to the spices. His was like foundation, but I added to it. That's better. I think the whole point of what I'm trying to say is we're not supposed to always keep things the same. God gave us each such unique tastes and interests and gifts. We are meant to make our lives our own. We are meant to customize our experiences here in this lifetime so that it works for us, because at the end of the day, you don't know if the results might be a million times better. We are meant to constantly evolve. We are meant to also pass these things down to our families, yes, but at the same time, it's not an expectation. And when I say these things, I'm not talking about pasta recipes. I'm talking about mindsets, ideologies, morals, values, all of those things. We are supposed to pass these things down to the next generation, but we can't be so set in our minds that we don't allow room for growth or change. So for my son, yes, he is obsessed with my recipe, but at the same time, as a mom, it's my job to be open and allow my child to experiment when it comes to his interests, when it comes to how he wants things to work out, whether it be for his dreams and what he wants to do professionally with his life, or how he wants to live or where he wants to live. I can't expect him to look at my life as a recipe, as a blueprint, and want to do everything exactly how I have, because as much as I love my life, his will be a million times better. And yeah, I don't know. The pasta was the start of this, but that's just sometimes where my mind goes. It goes weird places. Anyways, I think it's really important that we provide our children with whatever tools and resources that we have, like the ingredients. We can give them the step-by-step, but be open to letting them bring their own supplies. And whether the first time around it doesn't turn out exactly how it's supposed to, be there to support them and guide them gently without feeling like you need to take over, so that they can really figure out what they want out of life. Because I feel like if you're constantly wanting your children to follow every single thing that you've done before, yeah, you might be happy with it, but are they? Are they truly happy with it, or is that all that they've ever known? You need to show them, you need to guide them, and you need to inspire them so that they are willing, as they get older, to take on certain things by themselves. I would love to be able to experience, understand, and support everything that they do, whether it be just a simple recipe. When it comes to my relationship with my son, especially since it's just the two of us, we like to pour into each other and try out different things. If he wants to learn how to skateboard, I'm on a skateboard as well. If I want to go watch a live orchestra, he's sitting right next to me. Obviously, I don't expect him to like every single thing that I do, but he understands and he appreciates these things. I don't know how to explain it, but anyways, yeah, I don't want to look back one day when my child is grown and realize that I didn't even give them the opportunity to learn because I was always the one holding a little too tight. I don't want to feel like they can't cook because I was the one that always had to control these things and always had to make sure things worked according to my plan and my recipe and how I wanted things to be. I want to be able to be shocked and surprised with how amazing they have turned their own canvas of their life into something that I can also learn and appreciate and take inspiration from. I think it's super cool. And I think with this generation of parents, it's important to try to change the way that we parent as well. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but I feel like we have so many more resources than our parents. Even just something as simple as that. Right now, we have so many more ingredients when it comes to parenting. We have blogs, we have social media, we have TikTok. There are so many different ways that we can learn, understand, and develop new habits. I think it's really cool that we continue to evolve, and in doing so, we have to be willing to let go of the need to control our children and just watch them flourish and see who they become for themselves and what they can create for themselves. And if they need a little bit of guidance, just to be there and support them. Just don't take over and do the entire thing, because that is going to be something you'll end up doing for the rest of your life if you don't know how to let go of those things. It's super important. Anyways, I gotta go get him, and I gotta go make my pasta, and I give it a couple years before I teach him the recipe, and if he wants to tweak it, all the power to him. I'm excited to try it one day. So, yeah. As always, I love you, and I hope you have an amazing day. Bye.